shut in and a bloody scribble page again. Yes, mate. Was it getting twirly here? Oh, it is right. Lordy, Lord. What I call you all for?
I'm drenched!
Don't talk to the small bones, brother. It only makes eating them. This is it.
I could do with a cold drink.
Where's your nectar?
Like hauling an anchor. For she will guide us to
By the
ascension.
goddess! Hold your step! You are treading the ground of immaculates! Be gone from here! March! I worship her! I revere her! I kill for her!
fear! I needed that. The unending darkness. Toasting!
Warm as dragon's breath. more than one target.
Easy does it.
There's a bat!
Grass beneath trembles with my power.
Blitzbolt!
Silence awaits. Into the fray once more.
Sweet relief.
Into the fray once more.
Baking like a cake. need another chance. Seven, aid me. Renews me! Please assist me, friends!
How many souls were...
Sweet relief! Sweet relief!
Bless the seven I am restored.
Given those demons the old 1-2 right in their void rift, and not a moment too soon. Our shelter plane is saved, dear hunter, quite saved, and we have only you to thank. Excellent practice for your wrenching of all existence from the void's grasp, don't you think? Yes, Source Hunter, I'm feeling quite optimistic myself.
And so we ended the existence of a void demon. A creature so powerful it can tear the fabric of time and uproot the depths of space. To overcome such a foe, one needs more than skill and cunning. I do not know what you are exactly, Hunter, but it is more than human. You are beyond. You are divinity, somehow. The time will come when all will be revealed, of that I am certain. When it does, I hope you will accept what fate has in store for you, and the powers that are bound to come with it. You are keen, Hunter. Keen on the change that will come. That is good, for you have no choice in the matter. That which lurks within you must manifest. One may put the soul of a tiger in the body of a turkey, and still it will try to hunt. So it is with you. Something greater than all of us lies hidden within the mortal frame of man that surrounds your being. You are but a shell. And I, for one, grow impatient, anticipating that which must hatch.
here once more. Can you guess what's happened? Surely by now you know the signs. Or perhaps you can simply guess from how utterly giddy I am. Take a look. All your work has not been for naught. This last starstone you discovered has given the Weaver just what she needed to mend another portion of the tapestry. Another tantalizing tidbit of long-lost history awaits us. Another piece of your story is ours to discover. Oh, how very thrilling.
For millennia, the God Box was flanked by the two devoted guardians. But Astarte's playmate, a creature called the Trife, turned her attention to the forbidden box. I may know a way to destroy what's inside, hissed the scheming creature. Together, we can set the Guardians free. Open its lid, Astarte, and we can have a look together. Astarte trusted her friend and assented. She pitied the Guardians and welcomed a chance to free them. Let me help you, she whispered into the ear of one. I know your duty, but you both deserve a chance at freedom. Haven't you suffered enough of this chore? She asked the other. Look, your companion is free already. The Guardians, unaccustomed to such attention, started. She had planted a seed of curiosity within them, rekindled a desire that had, for eons, lain dormant. Slowly, they glanced at one another, and the Trife's trap was sprung.
We were seduced, then. Tricked into neglecting our duty for the briefest of moments. Indeed. But perhaps it isn't too late to set right what we've wronged.
Source Hunter, I have heard the tale of Prontua, a mortal who promised the god she would always fetch their water. She was driven mad by the unchanging task far before the god's thirst was quenched. Do you not find it strange that the gods would allow mortals to volunteer for such responsibilities? It seems humanity is very free. Free even from the judgment of the gods. Free to find greatness and failure both. There are worse fates, I think.
I salute you, my master. Other elementals lie in wait until with a word you command them to action. Which one of them, pray, has your preference? And that is your final choice?
Yes, indeed. That is our final choice.
Thy will be done.
Good God! What an infernal heat!
Feels like we've landed inside the heart of the sun.
Dearest Guardians, how I rejoice at the sight of your growth, both in power and in prowess. And yet I cannot help but wonder, will it ever be enough? Will you craft yourselves once more into the warriors that you were? Oh, in the end you are like infants still, infants that would perish with a broken wail had they not their mother's milk to suckle. But you always were like children, weren't you? As are we all in the eyes of the gods. And yet they set an impossible task before you, then blamed you when you failed. How foolish even the divines can be, how lacking in compassion.
I do feel like a child.
being kept in the dark about so many things.
I guess we'll have to find more Starstone and grow up.
You! What radiance burns from your being? Enough to scorch even the likes of me, I find. And that is no small feat. Most impressive, yes, most impressive indeed. A soldier of fire! And does this landscape not befit me? I have lived here for eons, since the first great peace, when the world as your kind know it, was first secured. We were invited here by a great leader, I believe. Yes, a leader, I'm sure it was. The details, they crumble like ash when I try to grasp them in truth. But the radiance of that time has never left me. Victory, blazing victory, adorned our heads like a crown of glorious flames. I'm sure one as radiant as yourself must understand exactly what I mean. Take care, my friend.
By the hoary beard of Boreas, can it be? You've come home. It's about time, isn't it? Your quarters have been invaded by all manner of madness. Off to explore.
A moment of your time, if it pleases you. I have been pondering and brooding, deliberating and deducting, and I have come to the conclusion that I may well know who our true enemy is. Now, our foe is the Void, of course, the usurper of time and space. But more dangerous even than the great and all-consuming nothing are those who are bent on helping it here, or bent on helping it on Rivellon. I think he still lives. The one that set it all in motion. The one you've met here in the House of the Guardians. Yes, him. It. The one who does not look quite like he used to. The one that whispered deceit and desire into Astarte's ears. He is friend to the Void, and he seeks to give it dominion once and for all. That is who I think he is. As a writer, I'm going to have to disagree with you there, but even then, please don't be fooled, for he does much more than wag his tongue. What we see here, in what was once your house, is most certainly real, but the demon, Astarte, they are, so I believe, mere manifestations of their true selves. Oh, he dwells somewhere, he must. It is a creature of blood and bloodlust, of lies and stratagems. All this time he has been plotting, of that I assure you. If our enemy has a heart, he is the one that makes it beat. That is my theory.
Plot as much as it wants. We won't fall for its tricks.
We shouldn't get overconfident, though. There is more to that thing than meets the eye.
Impressive. A smithy and an armory.
How good of you to drop by. She told me you had grown, you know. That simpleton of a girl. She felt the need to inform me of the fact, with that pathetic tinge of pride in her voice. As if I did not know. As if I haven't been watching you. Like a vulture, a dying beast. I could have plucked out those dewy eyes of hers and thrown them into a frying pan like eggs. Have you ever seen sunny side up staring back at you? I have, but enough of this small talk. Yes, I have been watching you, and my amusement has turned into aggravation. Yet still, I yearn for the moment you finally become powerful enough to realize the true depths of your failures. When you do, I'll be there, drawing circles in the skies, watching, waiting, ready to pounce.
We must be getting on his nerves. Excellent.
I'll never look at a fried egg in the same way ever again, though.
wonder of a realm. It's like a slice of freedom. A bit drafty in here, isn't it? Are we near a vent?